A very good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight, today on the 3rd of May 2025, with me Sharon Kyomugisha, joined by Dorothy Namyomba on Sign Language. Today we start off on a sad note, saying that the businessman and rally driver Rajiv Ruparelia has died in a road car accident around Busabala flyover traffic lights in Sabagabo, Wakiso district. Rajiv was driving a Nissan GTR registration number UAT 638L, heading from Kajansi towards Namunyonyo. Now, upon reaching the roundabout section of the flyover, the vehicle reportedly struck temporary pavements placed at the site, and the impact caused the car to overturn and burst into flames, killing Rajiv on the spot. The managing director of the Ruparelia Group, Rajiv Ruparelia, has died in a road crash along the Munyonyo-Busabala Entebbe flyover in Machindi, Sabagabo, Wakiso district. According to Traffic Police spokesperson SP Michael Kananura, the crash that claimed the life of the son of the renowned city tycoon, Rajiv Ruparelia, occurred in the early hours of Saturday morning.
Overturned and caught fire, leading to the instant death of the driver, identified as Mr. Rajiv Ruparelia.
Police firefighters responded swiftly and managed to extinguish the fire. Kananura says investigations into the cause of the accident are ongoing.
The crash involved a Nissan GTR motor vehicle registration number UAT 638L, which was traveling from Kajansi towards Munyonyo. Preliminary investigations indicate that the driver lost control of the vehicle after colliding with temporary pavements installed at the roundabout section of the flyover.
Rajiv was at the helm of the Ruparelia Group, one of East Africa's leading conglomerates, with major investments in banking, insurance, real estate, education, hospitality, media, and floriculture. Preliminary findings suggest Rajiv lost control after hitting the temporary barriers. The car overturned and caught fire. Kampala Police Commander Richard Echega and other officers responded to the scene. Eyewitnesses blamed excessive speeding and called for urgent road safety measures.
Drivers should pay attention to the warning road signs and reduce on the speed.
Abantu bannayuganda balinga abamu abawa abakontractors manya abatasoma omuntu bwanga wasoma omanya nti wano badde nagulawo omwezi mulamba kati omwezi mulamba mmadde waggule buli muntu alowooza wali open.
Residents expressed concern over frequent accidents, poor signage and reckless driving along the stretch.
The road contractor must put clear road signs which indicate the changes on the road.
Yenga oluguudo luno lumazeewo emmotoka z'abamufuna mpola for example nga ffe abaana abawansi neesirabangako okoka kukono bantu okujja wano okunoonyereza lwaki.
Police says investigations are still ongoing. Joseph Muyingo compiled this report. Mourners gathered in large numbers at the home of businessman Dr. Rajiv Ruparelia in Kololo, Kampala this Saturday following the tragic passing of his only son, Rajiv Ruparelia, in a fatal car accident early Saturday morning. The family confirmed that the news through a 5-member funeral committee chaired by Andrew Mwenda, who is serving as the official spokesperson during this difficult period.
Among those who came to pay their respects were close family members, friends, employees from the Ruparelia Group of companies, government officials and other dignitaries. The sudden news of Rajiv's death quickly spread across the social media and news platforms, prompting an outpouring of grief from across the country. Rajiv was reportedly from overseas to attend the wedding of his close friend, Jonathan Bahizi Butera, son of former Deputy Chief Justice Richard Butera, which was scheduled to take place on Saturday at All Saints Church, Nakasero.
So he was going to Munyonyo so that he can drive in the convoy with a groom to All Saints Church this morning. And that's when the accident happened.
Mwenda added that further funeral arrangements and a tentative burial program will be communicated after the arrival of family members and close friends flying in from abroad.
It's difficult to decide when the burial or cremation can take place because of the circumstances. I can say the following things. The body was really burnt beyond recognition. So right now it is at Uganda Funeral Services where they're supposed to make whatever they can make of it or try to recreate his face at least. Right now people are still in shock, trying to recover from shock. So once the parents and family have recovered from the shock, we will have to sit and decide whether there should be a cremation or leave the body to be buried the way it is.
That it is going to touch so many lives, and Rajiv will always be remembered. Through every life, this kind of education is going to touch. So I have worked with him.
The atmosphere at the Kololo residence was heavy with sorrow as people from all walks of life came together to console the Ruparelia family and honor Rajiv's memory.
I came close to Rajiv was when we were discussing the issue of the Rosebud, their flower farm, and the exports of the flower farm, and they wanted incentives. And that was my first time to come close to him. And I want to say that I had a great exchange of time with him. Today I've come to their home without Rajiv, and yet the first time I came here, I was led to this home. Direction was all given to me by Rajiv himself.
It was so sad. All of us were still in shock. We don't know what is going on.
Total shock to the nation.
It's like a dream. It's like a dream.
Preliminary information indicates that Rajiv died at the Busabala flyover traffic lights in the Machinde suburb of Wakiso district. His Nissan GTR, registration number UAT 638L, reportedly struck a temporary pavement, overturned and caught fire. He was en route from Kajansi to Munyonyo at the time of the incident. By the time of filing this report, police had not yet issued an official statement regarding the exact cause of the accident, as mourners continued to arrive at the residence. Rajiv Ruparelia, a budding businessman and motorsport enthusiast, is remembered for his ambition and vibrant spirit. His journey cut tragically short.
He was a seasoned driver, but the factors that were beyond his control, I think, with everything. I can't speak much on it, as I'm not police or anything. I'm just a friend at the end of the day. I've known him since he was maybe 4 or 5 years old.
I'm Ivan Juko for UBC.
May the Lord strengthen the family and friends of the late Rajiv Ruparelia. In more stories, Prime Minister Robina Nabanja has announced that the government plans to increase salaries for art teachers in the next financial year if the country's economy continues to stabilize. She made the remarks while officiating at the centenary celebrations of Chinoni Integrated Primary School in Rampara District. Take a look.
Kinoni Integrated Primary School in Rwampara District is one of the traditional schools in Ankole sub-region. The school, which started in 1922, has since produced some of the prominent Ugandans, including the former Speaker of Parliament, Francis Butagira.
Many years ago, some of you were not born, maybe, 1955, and I went to Mbarara High School, but I started from here. I'm so happy about this school, and whatever we can, we shall support it.
Thank you for being a program. Has helped our parents too.
The school was supposed to celebrate 100 years earlier, but because of COVID-19, they were unable until today.
Thank you. You be learning. May God bless you. May God bless you. We say.
The Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, was ushered in at a school by a fleet of border riders. The Prime Minister also inspected a parade manned by the school scouts.
Viva!
She also commissioned a school blog, but the management of the school requested the Prime Minister for more support to complete the building.
Education is very expensive. By the way, I used to think that this contribution started these days.
Even when you see people like Mutajira, their fathers struggled unless when they got a scholarship from the king or from the local government. Otherwise, parents would contribute.
Mbona chitukorre twakushaba haza tuonjere muna nerisomero lya kino integrated ebindi noja kurra performance.
Right Honorable Prime Minister is a hot cake. Hot cake ni mchimechi wako manyisa. Buri omwena abana mu Rwanda. Ninjira na abaine invitations nke neitano every weekend. Nyobuna zayo confirming my invitation nkashanga yabandi bari kungira bankahi. So she's so busy.
I am pleased to hear that Kinoni Primary School has consistently performed very well, producing doctors, engineers, teachers, lawyers, and public servants, and as well as leaders, because the members of parliament have gone through this school. I want to encourage the current learners to take your studies seriously. Your future is in your hands.
Speaking of the gathering, Nabanja revealed that government is considering enhancing salaries of us teachers in the next financial year once the economy improves.
And the government remains committed to improving your welfare and providing the support you need, as we already improved the salaries of scientists. You are aware that the science teachers, especially at secondary level, their salaries have been enhanced. Teachers will be considered once our resource envelope for the country improves. We are doing this in a phased manner. We started with scientists. The following year, last year, we continued with the security agencies, as you are aware. And now, His Excellency the President is prioritizing the arts in the next financial year.
She also implored the people of Rwampara to continue supporting President Museveni and voting massively in 2016.
Obusinge buno tubulinde nk'eriiso. How? Nituongera kuhagira. Ogwanyu tukubasaba mwongere kuhagira. Kandi kuno tukubasaba atabaho kubuzaabuzibwa. Nimumanya abaana baitu abasigazi obundi nibabuzaabuzibwa. Please don't allow this in Rwampara. Tukubasaba mutakiikiriza Rwampara atabaho karuru nako.
Abemshana marafiki.
The Uganda People's Defense Force has shot and killed a suspected rebel, I beg your pardon, during an operation in Ibuga village, Kitwamba sub-county, Kasese district. The incident occurred after residents raised an alarm about a group of suspicious individuals reportedly moving toward Ibuga prison, carrying what appeared to be a laptop and more bags. Security forces responded swiftly to the alert.
The Uganda People's Defense Force has killed a suspected rebel fighter in Kasese district. The incident unfolded after UPDF personnel came under fire, prompting an exchange in which one of the suspects was neutralized. Kasese Resident District Commissioner Lieutenant Joe Walusimbi confirmed the incident. He said the unidentified suspect was put out of action and one UPDF officer sustained a cut during the confrontation.
That incident happened late in the night, but of now, one was put out of action and one of our soldiers was cut. But of now, I can't give you a concrete answer because everything is under investigations by UPDF forces and investigating officers. So the police are doing their own of investigating.
Local leaders say the confrontation occurred between 7 p.m. and 8 p.m. The attackers reportedly targeted the detachment commander and a prison officer before one of them was gunned down.
At around the 7 to 8 p.m., unknown people were seen at a certain point moving towards Uganda Prison Services, Ibuga, and our residents or our community members communicated to the area detached commander, who tried to follow up these people who were known, because these people were seen carrying bags, seen carrying some other materials.
Residents, visibly shaken by the incident, are calling for heightened security in the area. Authorities say some suspects fled into nearby communities and into Kibale National Park. The security operation to track them down is ongoing. Residents of Ibuga are being urged to remain calm and cooperate with security forces.
The Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement, Richard Todwong, has underscored the importance of rehabilitating and integrating inmates into poverty alleviation programs as a strategy to reduce crime across the country. Todwong made the remarks while visiting Luzira Upper Prison, where he held engagements with local council leaders, prison officers, and inmates. During the visit, he also delivered a lecture titled "A Lecture of Opportunity," as you're about to witness in the story.
The Interim Secretary General Right Honorable Richard Todwong has paid a courteous visit to Luzira Upper Prison.
As part of the professionalization in the forces, every unit and every department is expected to keep renewing knowledge to their men and women. So they invited me to talk to them about our thinking of governance and the story of NRM with Uganda.
The one-day visit by the Secretary General of the National Resistance Movement Party, Richard Todwong, to Luzira Upper Prison provided a platform for interaction between the NRM Secretariat and prison stakeholders.
And so today you are here to give them something about the government agenda to a modern and transformed economy.
We are now going for elections. If the population is not sensitized, we are going to have problems with the election, because the election is through secret ballot. How you exercise your civic rights, civic duties, they should be taught.
Todwong encouraged officers to embrace their roles in promoting rehabilitation and reintegration efforts. He also reiterated the NRM's dedication to fostering good governance, national development, and patriotism.
Ugandans are having symptoms of secondary poverty, not primary poverty. Primary poverty is when you totally lack, you don't have. But secondary poverty is a poverty of choice.
Highlighting the need for inclusive policies that support all citizens, particularly the vulnerable.
So yes, access to opportunities in the rural areas, we are moving so well. We have given road equipment to every district, and we're giving them money every financial year to open feeder roads in the villages.
The visit sparked conversations among local leaders who expressed concern over the limited access to quality education, health care and social services within the prison system and community.
Yeah, we've got the issue of PDM. Yes, it's true. PDM is designed to focus at parishes. And some of these barracks are within parishes that are shared by those who are not in the forces. So there has always been some small friction between them and the community. So they are asking through the leadership that if the men and women in the forces can be considered separately, so that they handle their PDM through the barracks, through their administration.
Todwong was accompanied by area resident district commissioner and regional police commander.
You have attached the very depth of our hearts and souls with the story of your early childhood life in Ghana Prison Service. One of the core values of the Ghana Prison Service is oneness. We are a family. And no wonder you have always kept us at your heart as a service.
I am grateful for the lecture and I'm grateful for the invitation that was extended to me. Uganda Prison Service is well organized. I thank the Commissioner General of Uganda Prison Service for this wonderful environment he has created and for the unity I see in the force.
Overall, the visit underscored the value of collaboration among government institutions, prison authorities and community leaders in supporting the reintegration of inmates and improving correctional services. Robert Nyango, UBC News.
MTN Momo introduces Yinvestor, a convenient way to make your money work for you. Customers can invest as low as 1,000 Uganda shillings, earn daily interest, and withdraw their savings anytime they want. Simply follow these steps. Dial *165#, select option 7, Invest and Insure, select option 1, Invest with Momo, then select option 1, Yinvestor. Finally, enter your PIN to unlock the power of Yinvestor. MTN. Together, we're unstoppable.
The Uganda People's Defense Forces invites the general public to the first ever UPDF-CDF Inter-Forces Drill Competition as we honor the spirit of unity, discipline and teamwork. This historic competition will feature individual and team drill routines, synchronization and formation changes, an inter-service championship and many more exciting activities and prizes to be won. Come, witness the pinnacle of drill artistry. Who will be the overall champion? The first edition of the UPDF-CDF Inter-Forces Drill Competition will take place on the 13th of May at the Kololo Ceremonial Grounds in Kampala. The guest of honor will be the Chief of the Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, alongside other high-profile guests. Long live the Uganda People's Defense Forces. For more details, please call 0392 947455.
Looking for instant excitement? The Uganda National Lottery Spin for Cash game is now available online. Wherever you are, you can join the excitement for just 500, 1,000 and 2,000 Uganda shillings. Don't miss out. Register now on www.nationallottery.go.ug for a chance to win your share of 2 billion instantly. What are you waiting for? Play Spin for Cash now, anytime, anywhere. Ituba is the proud operator of the Uganda National Lottery.
Uganda National Lottery. Dream, play, win.
Participants must be 18 years or older. Play responsibly. The Uganda National Lottery is operated by Ituba Uganda and regulated by the National Lotteries and Gaming Regulatory Board.
Ladies and gentlemen, here comes Peter. Full speed, light hands red, and he's gone through. Oh, wow!
The Uganda Police introduces the Automated Express Penalty System, EPS Auto, powered by ITMS. Fair, fast, final, and always watching. Don't argue with the road. Just check, pay, move on with the UPF Mobi app. ITMS. Safe roads, safe nation.
Hey, Okero. Hey, Kajambo. Mukasa. Where are you going with the family? Eh? Oh no. Hey. We are on our way to the polling station. The Electoral Commission is displaying the National Voters Register. And I need to make sure my name is on it. Oh. And Sophie here wants to confirm her voter details. We are all warming up for elections. Okay. What about these young men? I can see you. These ones are no longer boys. They are now men. Last election, they were too young to vote. But now, they are ready to vote. Mukasa, you have really inspired me. Now let me also go home and pick my wife so that we can check the details in the register. Okay. See you on the polling station.
The National Voters Register will be displayed at your polling station from 25th April to 15th May 2025. Please do not miss this chance to confirm your polling station and your voter details. Report the dead for removal from the register and those who appear more than once. Every vote matters. This message is brought to you by the Electoral Commission of Uganda.
We'll come back from that short commercial break. You're still watching UBC News Tonight, today on the 3rd of May 2024. With me, Sharon Kyomugisha and Dorothy Namiyomba on sign language. Israel Matovu is a village famous man, and he's been made famous by a family known for treating bone fractures using traditional means. Thousands who flock the area located in Machinji Division for treatment have glowing testimonies. Watch.
In January this year, Katerega Ismail, a border rider in Kabalagala, a Kampala suburb, was involved in an accident that nearly ended his life.
It was a head-on collision with a car. My motorcycle got trapped by his car guard and threw me over his bonnet, and I fell.
Katerega was rushed to Israel Matovu village in Machindye, a Kampala suburb, to a family famously known for treating bone fractures using traditional means.
I called my chairman, who rushed with others to my rescue and brought me here. He knew this place very well.
Another rider, Benon Kansime, was knocked down in Ngoma sub-county, Nakaseke district. He was rushed to a nearby health facility for first aid and later transferred to Kampala.
They assessed how I had been injured in the thighs and below the knee. Doctors wanted 17 million to treat me, which I didn't have. A friend brought me here.
Ismail Matovu village in Machindye, Kampala is home to the families of Kimirante Ronald Matovu and his brother Kiza Nathan Iga, who are known for treating bone fractures using traditional means.
Our grandfather, the late Israel Matovu, used to join fractures in the Kabaka's palace. He trained us for this job.
Traditional bone healers rely heavily on tacit knowledge, which is difficult to articulate or transfer explicitly, oftentimes gained through experience and practice. In this report, we established to see how this is done in this family.
I was 7 years old when I started this work with my grandfather. It has been about 40 years since then. This is hydrogen peroxide. It kills the germs, so we use it to wash wounds.
Local herbs such as cedar canifolia, locally known as akeyo, and tropical chickweed known as akakwatankoko, are mixed in local ghee to make herbal pastes, oils and infusions for healing and pain relief in the treatment process.
There are about 5 types. We pound it into powder form and mix it in ghee. It's what we use to treat fractures. Since time immemorial, our great-grandparents treated fractures. They used to hunt and in the process get injured in the bush, but would be treated and healed.
About 40 patients, men, women and children, flock to this home daily for treatment. They use hands to administer physiotherapy, which includes techniques like manual traction and massage. A bandage is tied around the injured area until the next day, early morning or after sunset.
That's a good time because the joints are calm and it's always less painful.
After a few months on treatment, Isman Benon can walk again.
I am now very fine because I can walk and take myself to the toilet, which never used to happen. Even passing urine was difficult as I could not walk, but I can now walk and stand on my own.
Salongo Kakoza Zakayo says the village was named in memory of the wonderful works of their grandfather, the late Israel Matovu, who was a bone setter.
Some patients are brought in from Mulago, some beaten during political violence. All are brought here and healed. These are good people. This village was named after Israel Matovu, their late grandfather. Patients come with almost nothing. We aim to save lives first and money later.
According to Nathan, their plans to establish a modern orthopedic treatment center are facing financial constraints.
Some patients come from far away. They need accommodation, but we have no space. Patients pay small fees in installments, like 5,000, 10,000. Based on that, it is hard to construct. We appreciate whoever can help us improve. our working conditions.
Dr. Penny Nakajina, an orthopedic surgeon at the Comprehensive Rehabilitation Services for People with Disability in Uganda, Kosu Hospital in Entebbe, says despite the shortage of orthopedic surgeons, many people still believe in traditionalists.
Their practice dates back culturally, and so many people still trust them a lot, and we understand that sometimes it may be cheaper for them to go there. Of course, some of them come here as the first place that they're coming to when they get injuries, but then you also get so many who have tried to get help from elsewhere or who have gone to traditional bone setters before, and then they eventually come with complications that we have to try to correct. We want to come to a point where we can work together with these people because they receive so many people out there. We need them to know the kind of fractures that we believe would best be managed in a hospital setting.
For Benon, it's not about the science of bone setting, but the gifted hands to save his legs from amputation that matter.
These people are doing a great job for us, and may the Lord bless them.
Bernard Higa, UBC News, Kampala.
Thank you so much, Benajiga, for that story and how Israel is making a difference in some of those people's lives. That's all we had for you in this hour. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha with Dorothy Namyomba on Sign
Language. UBC, inspiring Uganda.